Fire signs, you might be looking at a little bit of an issue at work or in your abundance this week. You may feel creatively a bit stifled, as if you cannot get your creative juices flowing the way you need them to. And things seem to be a little bit chaotic. There's no peace, there's no rest for you either. So it feels like you're on some deadline and you're waiting for the creative juices to flow and it's just not happening. But there is some wish come true element to this. Maybe that's why the stakes are high and you're a bit worried that you're not able to solve this issue, whatever it is. Either that, or you are feeling very self-sufficient emotionally and you can find that peace within you that you know that whatever happens, you will be fine. So I hope that is the case, that is what you feel, because it is the truth. Because look, what we see here, we've got the yarn, the dog creating quite a mess there. So there is some sort of tangle for you to maybe sort out this week, and you will need to kind of find your way, pick your way carefully through this. I'm going to pull more cards, so stay tuned. In your emotional life, romance and relationships, you are feeling very solid and safe and secure this week, although there may be a rewind of some issue or person that you'd gotten rid of or who ghosted you is coming back around, and you are being urged to keep your peace this week. Find some your inner sort of sanctuary emotionally for this, and use your sharp tongue if you need to. Don't hesitate to enact your boundaries to keep yourself in this stable, peaceful mode. I'm going to pull some more cards on both of these topics and my secret third topic for the week. Let's start with work. It seems like you've got a bit of a thorny issue that is causing you grief this week. And yet you will be all right. You'll be all right at the end of it. It's just like a small headache. So what does the universe want you to know about this? Look, you've got some rebuilding to do after a disappointment at work, after a bit of a shock. Yes, so this could be this tangle that you have to sort out. But there is justice coming. There is balance coming. And whenever I see this card, I am kind of reminded that sometimes repair is necessary and leaves you in a better place than you were in the past, because obviously you've learned something, you've gone through something. It is actually, once you've healed, it does actually leave you in a better position than you were in the past. So there is, for every setback, there is strife, then there's overcoming it, and then you've learned something valuable, and that balances that out. And that's the sense that I'm getting for you for this week. So for career or finances, abundance, what else would the universe like you to know here? Okay, so lean away from being very careless with your resources or being pessimistic about things. You want to take initiative, but you want to do it properly. This is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So that is saying be prudent, don't take unnecessary risks, but don't be too stuck in your ways that you don't move on and change. Things need to change. You need to take some action here, so don't be frozen with indecision. Energy to lean towards is the Judgment card. So this is saying learn from past mistakes, learn from whatever this issue is. You have a bit of a wake-up call here that is wise to pay attention to. So if you address whatever this issue is, it leaves you in a much better position moving forwards. You may well be grieving the loss of a client or just some kind of setback here, but you are being asked to embrace the unknown and move towards it, even though you may really not know what is the best course of action for you just yet. You will find your way through this. So don't fear making mistakes here. Don't fear taking action. There is action being called for. It is just doing things in a sensible way. Don't overreact. And look, the outcome for this, for your work, for this abundance issue, whatever it is far better than you can imagine. This kind of weird setback or little moment in time might set you on a new path that actually unlocks a whole lot more prosperity for you. So just bear that one in mind. Right, let's go to your romantic life now, your relationship, your love life. There may be some issue cropping up from the past, something that is a bit of a repeat cycle, something maybe you thought you were done with, because you are feeling very peaceful, whether you're male or female. you're showing up as pretty happy and settled in your home life. You've got yourself sorted out. So there is a very big theme here emotionally for you this week to really guard your sense of stability and calm. And we have this card here with Jupiter in the Cancerian 4th house, and the 4th house is all about your roots and stability. It is about maintaining that. Jupiter is quite speculation, and it wants to expand, but that feels a bit risky this week. Somebody may want you to buy a bigger house maybe, or there is something here about your sense of stability where somebody wants you to gamble with it. And really the answer to that is no. Look at this. We got the biker card urging you to really stay single-minded, be very much about your own personal security by going it alone this week. Even if you are in a relationship, there's something about being aloof, holding back, and just kind of guarding your own interests here. There is some element of dodgy dealings, of betrayal, of someone with ulterior motives kind of in your midst. And they might either be your actual children, or this might be somebody acting a little bit childishly. So you are just being reminded, repeatedly to look after your own sense of peace and tranquility here, and use your sharp tongue if you need to keep those boundaries. There is somebody in the mix just kind of acting like a fool, or they've acted like a fool in the past and they feel bad about it. But there are mystery things in the background here that you can't see. There are unseen factors. So you're being urged to lean away from anything murky, dodgy, unclear, a bit nebulous. Ace of Swords in reverse is like you're not seeing the full picture. You have no clarity. Keep away. And the energy to lean towards is actually building a prosperous future. Keep your eye on the long distance horizon. So no short-term speculation where it comes to romance and relationships. No kind of taking things on a whim. This is really having a long-term horizon here is your best direction. And don't be afraid to wait for results, but keep confidence in your ability to steer your path into the long-distance future. Anything that is urgent and somebody wants a decision from you immediately and move things on, no, it is time to be quite suspicious of that. We've got a couple of interesting pieces of advice here that are very related. So we've got dance with life. Do something to change your energy. And the second card we got was wisdom. But look at the words on the card. It is learning, joy, art, and music. This feels very much like entertaining yourself, pleasing yourself. And if you're in a relationship where things are a bit murky at the moment, or there's someone new on the scene, and you're tempted to kind of go with what they're suggesting because it might liven you up a bit, just say no. You can liven your own self up. And you can liven up your own self within your current relationship too by, turning on the music and having a dance. But also remembering the wisdom there that life is a dance, and there is, there's always something to unfold. And on that note, we'll go to our third topic. The topic for all signs this week is blocks. Specifically, you might be closed off to some good things that want to come into your life because part of you is shut down. There is something about the confidence that you are lacking just at the moment in this one area that may be stopping good things coming to you. And it may be just a sense of fear of just kind of keeping your life quite small for security purposes, but actually it is stopping good things coming in. So what does the universe want you to know about this week? There is expansion that wants to come through to you this week and beyond. This is travel. It is just expanding your horizons. It's movement. It's fast moving energy, and a lot of information may be coming in to you quite quickly. You might get some kind of communication coming in that, maybe somebody has this bold idea and they want you to participate in it, and your instinct is like, no, I'm not, that sounds risky, I can't, or I'm too busy, or I won't. let's see. There's more to this than meets the eye. Obviously, there you are going, no, I'm not sure if I can do this. There's an element of denial here. There is just an element of not wanting to look at this opportunity. In fact, to turn your back on it. So what is the advice here then? Well, you are being urged to go on this journey. And I had to check because this did come out upside down, but sometimes the cards are meant to be read the right way up. Your energy to lean away from is this indecision, this refusing to look at a good opportunity and just refusing to act on it. It's the same card from this deck. So this is energy to lean away from, and that's how I know that that you are being urged to go on this grand adventure. Look, you do have all the skills and abilities here. You are in a pretty good position to make the most of this. And if this is not you right now in your garden cultivating money, you will be very soon. And yeah, it looks like you are spoiled for choice here. This to me feels like the benefits that are going to come in. You will just open up a lot of doors through going on, taking this one step is going to open up a lot of possibilities for you. So do lean away from this kind of frozen attitude where you think you don't have enough information to make a decision, or it feels like too much of a risk. You want to move towards Queen of Pentacles energy, and that is somebody very grounded and stable who's focused on earning money and who's focused on being very comfortable, being very well looked after with practical plans, and taking things step by step to build a very secure home for yourself. Now, I asked what the issue was here, and it feels like the moon, there's some kind of emotional connection here that you may be denying to your day job, or you may be being overly critical, this is a Virgo house after all, of your emotional desires to be emotionally fulfilled in the work that you do. Well, it looks like you've been once bitten, twice shy in this sort of scenario with your day job, with working on something that is a bit of a passion project. Maybe it didn't come to fruition in the past. Or this is what you're fearing, that all your work will come to nothing, it'll be a failure, and it will all be kind of for nothing. It's just going to be a disappointment. And you might be looking at this in quite a naive way. So you might be a little bit gun shy, a bit battle scarred, but you can put that behind you now. You don't have to cling to old pain in a childlike manner. You can talk to yourself, give yourself a pep talk, and really get yourself motivated here. Yes, look at this. See beyond the past. So don't let past kind of disappointments in this area throw you off guard. Look at it as all part of the divine dance of life, timelessness, the dance of life. Everything is a joy in actual fact. Everything is leading you to joy, whether you see it or not. Try and take this energy that you haven't ever been scarred, that you haven't ever been disappointed or let down. Just try and go into whatever this is, whatever this opportunity for expansion is. Try and do it with lightheartedness and with positively joyful expectations, and you will be surprised at what comes through for you. So I hope that helps you, my darlings. If you'd like your own personal reading, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. Meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love and joy for the week ahead and beyond.